to massage and stretch. So I've got a foam roller. I've only got a small one, you can get much longer ones. It's just preference, yeah, it's just, I find this easier to manage because it's that bit shorter, you can get into shoulders and things. But have a go with your foam roller anyway. And a prickle ball, and again I've got a smaller one because we're going to do some work around the neck today, but you could use a big one. How prickly, again, is personal choice. This one is quite prickly, but you could have one that is a bit less pointed, a bit softer if you prefer. So we're going to start on the neck. So I'm just going to sit. You can sit on a chair if you prefer, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to use the ball with a sort of soft open hand so that it's not pushed down, it's very loose, yeah? Rather than pushing hard, I want you to be kind to yourself. And you can see I'm doing a circular motion. So I'm going to do that, but much smaller on the neck. So, shoulders coming into the neck here. I'm going to just literally find anything that feels tight, which today is not difficult, and just do a sort of rolling motion there. So, for a lot of us, we've got a kind of ridge here. The shoulder, as you smoothly go over, for a lot of people, because that shoulder's pushed forward, there's a sort of ridge in the way. So I want you to think about that ridge, and that's what we're massaging today. So you can use the other hand, because you want to keep this arm quite soft, to lift the elbow and even help with that movement. And this is moving that arm, so it's moving the tissue. So we're moving tissue as well as massaging it at the same time. You can have a go with the same arm, other arm, both arms. And we're just trying to massage into it so it's quite nice and gentle but pleasant. Not too gentle that you don't feel it. So we're just doing kind of where your neck joins your shoulder and back. And then we're going to go up the neck. Now you can do this on the skin. You don't have to do it on clothes. So if you think about your spine coming down the centre, either side you've got muscle, and that's what we're doing. We're working into that bit at the back, either side of the spine. And then we're going to come up sort of into the base of the skull. So there's the back of my skull there. And again, there's the muscle going down either side. We're going all the way up to that base of the skull at the back. So you can see I'm not going down the centre, I'm going either side of the spine. And you can slow it down. Dig in a little bit more if you want to, or not, seeing how it feels. You can see I'm not putting lots of pressure through it. Maybe go across the base of the skull even. Because remember, that's where there's lots of attachments, isn't there? Lots of attachments into the neck, going down the back, into your shoulders. And coming down the other side now. And again, into that sort of ridge bit. And if it feels nice, on this one I've come out a lot further on that side. But literally just listening to my body. On this side it felt like I wanted to just stay up the top. On this side it feels nice to go all the way down. So today we're not looking at lines of tissue so much today. We're just looking at where it feels tight, where you feel you want to have a little bit of a massage. You can go over any areas that you think, oh, I want to do that a bit more, that's fine. And we're going to have a go, so I'm going to show you how to do similar with this. So this is a bit tricky, but if you can get the right spot, it's kind of nice because it's, whereas that's loosely rooting into the tight bits, this is stretching them out a bit as well. So what I'm going to try and do is it's all about the angle, is get this sort of at that angle so I can roll up and down, not just this way but slightly more that way, from the back up into the neck. So it's all about putting that on the wall with your body in the right place so that you can roll. And I can even turn my body as I do this. To get into the right spot. Now remember, you're not doing anything with this delicate part at the side, at the front or at that side, yeah? It is very much the back and that muscle coming down from the back into your shoulder, which is why I'm not here, I am here. If in doubt, don't do it. You think, oh, I'm not sure I'm in the right place, then don't do it. You can always contact me. Have a chat on Zoom or something and make sure you're doing it right. That feels quite nice. It feels quite different to the prickle ball in that it is much more pressure. So it's what we would term in massage as one of the long strokes, yeah? So that's much more working into an area. This is much more a really long stroke. So it is more stretching. If you've got really tight areas, you might not find this as pleasant. So again, I'm not at the side, I've turned slightly. So on this side, this feels more pleasant, but on that side, I'm more inclined to use the prickle ball. So you can really get used to what's best for you and what your body prefers. And it might even be like me, different areas want different things. So that takes a little bit more control to get that one right. So we're going to do some stretching. Once you've done that and you've done it enough that you feel that that has released something, it's certainly warmed up the area. So what we're going to do now is a little bit of stretching. So I want you to sit heavy into your sitting bones on the floor, on a chair, doesn't matter, on a block. Relax your shoulders. Let your weight sink down, but then just feel like you're not collapsing. So lift out of your diaphragm, can't even say it. Lift up out of your hips, kind of float up. So when people say lift, they sort of lift everything. I want you literally to just float up a little bit, sit a little taller. Keep the weight heavy in your sitting bones. Tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders. I'm going to very gently pull the back of the head sort of at an angle, diagonally. So not down, just sort of up and over. So I'm kind of pulling over there. As I do that, that's a little bit of a stretch. As I do that, I want to sort of push backwards with my head. But I'm keeping that tension. So it's very gentle, a little bit of stretch, pulling diagonally up and over, a little bit of a pushback. And then release off. You might have felt that stretch hopefully in your neck, but you might have felt it go down the sides or even down the back of the body. That's not wrong, but it's just picking up other tissue that's maybe got a little bit tight. So I'm going to do that stretch one more time. So you pull up and over, so you're sort of going over there and definitely not down towards the floor. Now push back into it, no arching of the back, literally just a little push back through the neck. The neck is contracting here as we stretch it. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. And release up. And turn the head now from side to side. So we're going to do a similar thing, but we're going to go over to the side. So we've done through the back, which may have affected the sides. Now we're going to do the sides, which may help the back as well. So just make sure, remember what we were saying about this ridge, and that's because the shoulders are tipped forward, the shoulder blades. So just see if you can kind of drop, feel like you're dropping the shoulder blades down your back. Relax, sit into your sitting bones, make sure you're not arching your back. And then we're going to tuck the chin in and lift one ear. So make sure you're not turning your head. Again, don't push down, pull over. So you're lifting your ear up and then you're going to draw over. So it's like lengthening. Think of lengthening, not pushing down. Now, I'm going to push against the hand as if I'm doing that. Breathe. Really lengthen. Up and over and push gently against it. Now make sure you're not arching your back because it's really easy to do on this one. Keep that gentle push, gentle stretch, be nice. Roll your shoulders. That's actually quite a big stretch for a lot of people. Put it right down into the side, so really nice to release the shoulders because the more your shoulders is back, can you see how short that's going to get? So we've got people like this is going to become very uncomfortable. Let's see if we can drop it down. We'll do the same on the other side. So again, think about looking forward, lifting your ear. That ear is going to go up, which drops your head a bit. Don't push down. Think of lengthening this side, so you're going to pull that way. Keep that shoulder back and down. And then once you've got a little bit of stretch, and be nice, it is a small stretch, not a huge one. Push against it. Use your neck to push against the hand. Now, tension in these muscles around the neck can affect so many things. Your eyesight, your hearing, your teeth, your mood, your energy. So really good one to have a little stretch and release up. Make sure your chin is tucked in. If you feel your chin's coming out, tuck it in, see how different it feels. Keep pushing, keep dropping that shoulder. And release off, roll the shoulders. These work better if you do them a few times. So I'm going to go back to the other side. Lift, draw up and over. Keep that shoulder back, keep sitting into your sitting bones, don't arch your back. And now push against it. Then keep breathing. Release off, roll those shoulders. Fantastic, let's do the other side. So we come up with the ear, remember don't arch. Shoulder drop back, draw up and over. Push against it, chin in. So much to remember. So just do it bit by bit like I am. So ear, up and over, stretch, check your posture, push against it, keep your shoulder back. Remember you're trying to create space, so relax that down. Breathe, so your body will let go. If you're all tense, your body is going to hold that tension, it won't let it go. and release. So you can stretch all day, but if you're really tense, it's not going to make much difference. So take a few breaths. Is that feeling nicer? We're just going to do it one more time. So your ear goes up, your chin goes in, shoulders down. Lengthen. Check again, because as you put tension through here, something else may try and stop it. Now gently push against that. Hopefully it feels like it's getting a little bit easier. Okay. You might even feel now that mine has let go of it. Oh, the stretch has moved. So you've let go of something else, you're actually uncovering where all the tension is. So that actually moved around the front of my neck a little bit more, so I could feel the difference. So I want you to do the same now on the other side. Last time. Lift up and over, drop that shoulder, drop the rib cage. Feel that tension now, push against it. Keep breathing. Watch all the things that could go wrong. Keep that shoulder back. Breathe. As things release, you may not just feel the muscles, you might even get a few clicks in the ears. You can feel that your sinuses are released a bit. Really roll those shoulders. So I'm hoping that feels better. So just to finish, we're going to come onto all fours, and I want you to work between the shoulder blades. Just between the shoulder blades, not everything. Between the shoulder blades. See, you can open the shoulder blades up, lift up, pull down, pull them together, pull them apart. Now I want you to think just below the shoulder blades. So imagine this is your back and these are your shoulder blades. And this is all the rib cage. I want you to work the bottom of the rib cage just below your shoulder blades. This might be a little bit harder. So for me it's easy to drop it down because of my posture, but lifting up is a bit of a challenge. So guess what bit I'm going to focus on? Yep, the lifting up. Feels good. And we're going to hold it up, let your head hang. So again, we're stretching the neck. Let your head become heavy, 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 heavy. Let it go. Breathe. Maybe have a little move around. A little move back and forth. Maybe even a slight little bit of bounce. Be kind, be nice. No force, just very gentle. And hold, stretch a bit more maybe. Release up. Let's see if we can do that again. Is that a bit easier? Oh, it is for me. I hope it is for you too. A little tiny bounce. Can you let that head go? Let it hang. Let go of your neck. Make it stop if you're finding it difficult. Take a few breaths. Let go of that head. Let it hang. Then go back to that tiny movement. Where are you moving from? The bit you're stretching. So not moving your hips. Not doing anything with them. Lifting here, moving here. The hips move because they're connected. Think about where you are moving. And then just move anything that feels like it wants to move. Stretching through the back, off to the side. to the ceiling, anywhere that feels nice. Lovely. I hope that's feeling better for you. Have a lovely day.